Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chase here at Rocky Mountain, and today I want to show you real quick the Tusk Aluminum Skid Plate for the Honda CRF125F. This skid plate's made from 3/16 powder coat aluminum. There's a black and a silver option, and this is a huge upgrade over the stock skid plate. It gives you really good coverage front to back, side to side. You've got these big wings that wrap up around on the sides for extra coverage. And just to give you an idea of how much of an upgrade this skid plate is over the stock, well, need I say more? This is the stock skid plate. It's super thin, it's not very strong, and you can just see how much more coverage you're getting with the Tusk Aluminum Skid Plate. And with these 125Fs, they don't have a lot of ground clearance, which means if you're going over rocks and other obstacles, you're gonna need protection for the undercarriage. So awesome accessory to have. Now that being said, it's a very simple and easy install process. It's literally just 4 bolts. You've got to cut out right here on the bottom to do your oil, to drain your oil if you don't want to take the skid plate off. There is just one tip that we're going to show you right now as we put this on this bike to help you out, but all simple hardware, all OEM mounting locations, but let's show you how to do it. So to do this job, it is very simple. The only 3 tools that you're really going to need is a T40 Torx, and then you're going to want a 14mm T-handle and a 14mm open-end wrench. So first thing you got to do is simply just remove this engine mount bolt. We're going to reuse this, so this one right here in the front. So once you have that out, you are going to slide on your first little bracket here. Then it's just going to go right back through. And then you're just going to take your other bracket, put it on the other side. And then for now, we're just going to take the stock nut and just thread that right onto that bolt that we just put through. Now, once you've put this bolt through, you want to tighten this down, and you want it tight enough that these brackets can still move, but that they're going to stay in place. They're not just going to fall right back down. And the reason being is because we're going to put the skid plate on, we're going to put the back bolts in, and then line these up, take the skid plate off, and then we're going to tighten those down. So again, just go through, snug it up to where it's snug, but you can still move these back and forward to line those up. So the next step is very simple. We're going to take the 2 longer bolts, and we're just going to put those through the holes on the back of the skid plate underneath, again, utilizing the OEM location. These ones are going to have a spacer that will go between the skid plate and the bike. Now, again, these you're just going to do hand tight. You don't need to crank these down yet because we are going to take these back out one more time before we completely install the skid plate, but we'll do that next. So next step, we're just going to take the 2 shorter bolts that came in the hardware kit, and we're going to install those in the front holes. Now this is why earlier I said not to over tighten that front bolt, is because we're going to need to align those brackets with these front mounting holes to get these in. So you are probably going to have to move those just slightly to line those up. So we're going to install these next. A little trick to help you out is you could take your T40 or a screwdriver and you can go up that bottom hole to help kind of line those up. And then what I like to do is you can take a Sharpie. Once you have those brackets where they need to be, you can take a Sharpie, go in there and just mark it. So when you take the skid plate off, if they do move, you know exactly where they were when all the bolts were lined up. All right, so now I'm just going to take the skid plate off. So now with the skid plate off, you can see the marks that I've made right here on the brackets. So now I'm just going to go through, take my 14 T handle, my open end wrench. I'm just going to snug these up, make sure that they don't move from those marks. Once I've done that, I can just put the skid plate back on, I'm good to go. Last thing we recommend is that you can use some Loctite or some thread locker if you do want to. So go ahead and apply that now, but we're just going to cinch that bolt up and then reinstall the skid plate. All right, so that's how you install the Tusk Aluminum Skid Plate on the Honda CRF125F. So if you have questions, comments, leave those down below. To grab one of these, click the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. If you want to see all the parts and accessories that will fit the 125F, you just enter the year, make, and model of your bike on the home page, and you'll see all those. We have the aluminum skid plate for a lot of other bikes, so be sure to check those out. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel. That way you never miss out on videos and products like this. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.